Hey guys, how's it going? I'm not sure if you're like me and have ever thought about brewing a smaller batch of beer. I thought about this a few days ago and I thought I'd give it a whirl. And the main reason I want to do a small batch is because if you're experimenting with new ingredients and hops, etc., often you can end up with a full 23 litre batch of beer, which, while it tastes okay, it wasn't fantastic. And then you're stuck with it and you've got to drink the whole lot. So what I thought I'd do is, if I do a small batch of a new brew that I can experiment with, if I like it, great, I can do a full batch, and if I don't like it, or it's just sort of ho-hum, well, I'm only stuck with, in this case, 5 litres or 1 gallon of beer. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, and I haven't invested truckloads of money in the process. So yeah, yesterday lunchtime I went out and I bought the setup I needed to do this small batch brew, which you can see in front of you, and it consists of the pail. I had to buy the tap, fitted a temperature strip on the side, and then just buy the airlock and the grommet. So all up it was just over $30 for all the bits and pieces, which I didn't think was too bad. So, and the other thing I've done, which I haven't done before, is because it is a small batch brew, I didn't want to, and I wasn't really able to use a full, like a Cooper's or Munton's kit. It would have been too much for this size brew. So I looked online and I saw a guy had done a small batch just using dry malt extract and some crushed Crystal Malt, and then he added hops, etc. So that's what I've done. I'll put all the ingredients and the quantities in the description, but basically what I did was I steeped some Crystal Malt for 30 minutes in boiling water, and then added 500 grams of dry malt extract and 50 grams of Maltodextrin and 50 grams of Dextrose. Brought that all up to the boil and then added some bittering hops. In this case I used 10 grams of Centennial. I boiled that for 30 minutes. I know a lot of people say 60 minutes is sort of the recommended amount of time, but the guy I saw on the video did the small batch. He only did it for 15, so I thought 30 was a good compromise. And you get quite a lot of bittering out of Centennial as well. So yep, did that for 30 minutes, and then after that I sieved everything into the barrel that you see here, or the pail, topped it up to 5 litres, took a hydrometer reading, and then I pitched the yeast once the temperature had come down, and finally added 10 grams of Galaxy hops for flavouring and aroma. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, but I'll put the full recipe below. So I put that down about 6 o'clock last night, and I woke up this morning and it was bubbling away fine. You can see it's bubbling away nicely there. Oh, the only other thing is, because it is a small batch, the amount of yeast you put in is a lot less, as with all the other ingredients. So I only put in between 3 and 4 grams of an ale yeast, and that's plenty, because I understand you can end up, if you over pitch, i.e. put too much yeast in, that can cause problems. And I worked out that 3 to 4 grams was a good quantity of yeast for this brew. So yeah, there it is. It's looking like a beer, and I can smelling like a beer when the gases are coming out the top. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on the results, and if you've got any questions, please let me know. That's great. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.